Well, what do I say about tonight's results? I think we all expected to get beat. I think we all expected the result to be pretty poor. West Ham United 1, Chelsea 5. They could have scored a lot more, but they took their foot off the pedal after the 5th goal. And we're bang in trouble. And I want to be positive. Brendan Toha, I know you said in my show the other day that you were worried about my channel having a lot of toxicity and a lot of negativity, but with the greatest of respect, I'm not having a go at you, but with the greatest of respect, what do we have to be positive about? This game tonight has demonstrated that we can't compete with teams who have been promoted when we got beat last week against Sunderland 3-0, and we can't compete with teams who are able to spend £250 million on their squad, and they took the absolute rise out of us. West Ham United 1, Chelsea 5, and that's after Chelsea took their foot off the pedal after scoring the 5th goal. I think they felt sorry for us and they stopped trying to attack us, because it was pretty awful tonight. Look, Potter made one change in the starting lineup. He put Souček in instead of Rodriguez. That did nothing. We are so lacking in defence, in midfield and in attack, that as much as I thought the other day that we'd get 2 midfielders in and everything would be all right, I'm really worried now that we need to invest in more than just 2 midfielders. David Sullivan, whatever it is, whatever reason he's had to take out those 2 loans to the tune of £200 million, they're certainly not to invest in West Ham United squad. He's in financial trouble. Whatever it is that's going on with him and his personal issues and his personal financial issues is having a serious impact on West Ham United as a team. And if he isn't able to invest any of that £200 million in the West Ham United squad, then we are going to go down. There is no 2 ways about it. Now, apparently we've got a bid in for Sungutu Magasa of AS Monaco. Apparently we made a bid of something like £16 million plus add-ons. They've come back with a counter offer. I've not looked at the latest news, so I don't know what that counter offer is, but we might be close to getting another player. Sungutu Magasa is a decent player. AS Monaco, he came through the youth ranks there, but he's primarily a defender. He was the best central defender for he was one of the best central defenders in League One, in the French League One last season. But great, but we need more than that. We need more than that, because we started with 5 at the back tonight, and by half time we conceded 3 goals, and then we went with 4 at the back and we conceded another 2.
Bring Moisey back.
There, you heard that, bring Moisey back. Well, a lot of fans didn't want David Moyes. You reap what you sow, people, and this is what we're reaping at the moment. We have a poor West Ham United side that cannot compete against either the promoted teams or against the teams that can afford to spend £250 million. None of us thought we were going to get anything out of this game tonight. But and look, we started brightly. We started bright. Fantastic goal by Paquetá, absolutely superb goal. And then before you knew it, we can't hold on to a lead, and they went, they got a goal back. And our defending, people are saying that the first couple of goals was the error of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and again Hermansen had an error in him for one of the other goals. I got a message today that apparently, I don't know, you don't know what to believe anymore, do you? But apparently the senior source preferred to have the Brazilian goalkeeper, but he was overruled by Potter. Potter wanted Hermansen because he was better at his feet. And 2 games in, Hermansen has conceded, or West Ham have conceded, 8 goals. Look, I don't know how true that is, and we can't just put it on one player. But Hermansen has not looked good in goal. Our defence has not looked good in defence. Our midfield is absolutely woeful. And Chelsea were able to demonstrate just how bad we were by cutting through us with absolute ease. Up front, we had nothing. Fulkrug looks like he's injured. God knows how long he's going to be out for. We're in desperate need of a massive injection. We need silver bullet. We need several silver bullets, even though Potter... Did you see it? Did you see his pre-match press conference, Graham Potter? I've never seen a manager after just one game in the Premier League look so touchy, so awkward, so disturbed. And now God knows after this game what he's going to say, because look, people say, oh, you shouldn't judge a team after just 1 or 2 games in the league, but goodness me, the performance, we started off so brightly. But we can't keep it, we can't hold on to a lead. He changed the formation. He started with 5 at the back, and then he changed the formation and went with 4 at the back, but that didn't mean anything. Basically, our players are just not good enough for the Premier League at this moment in time. We flattered to deceive for quite a long time. I don't know what... I want to find a positive, but I'm really, really struggling because I can't. We just got absolutely thumped. We expected it. We expected to get beat tonight. We expected to get beat, and we expect, a lot of fans were saying, it's going to be an absolute cricket, it's going to be a cricket score, etc. It's just the manner of how we've conceded goals, carved open, like as if there's no defence there. What's the point of playing a defence if you're going to get carved open? I'd just rather have a whole load of attackers and midfielders on and then sod it. At least you've got a good excuse for why we've conceded 5 goals at home. I don't know what the answer is. James Ward-Prowse played 90 minutes and did nothing. Thomas Souček came in for Rodriguez and did very little. You look at the likes of Paquetá and Bowen, and they must be wondering what on earth is going on here. You look at our defenders and you just wonder what is going on here. Hermansen doesn't instill any confidence at the back, I'm afraid. He's made errors. He made errors in the first game. He's made errors tonight again. And you've got to be honest, and you've got to say, is he any better than Areola? He probably isn't. But you can't hold this defeat just on one player. We were poor from front to back. No attack, no midfield to compete, no defence, no goalie so it just, the whole team, it just looks awful. If we get ourselves, I started off the other day saying that we needed 2 midfielders. Now I think we need a striker, we need 2 midfielders, and we need a defender. Look, Magassa from AS Monaco, if it actually does happen, could be a bit of a blessing in disguise, because he's primarily a central defender who can also play in central midfield, a holding midfielder. So he can fill 2 roles. He can come in and possibly strengthen our defence, but that means we're still lacking in midfield. We still need a player in midfield. I want to go out now and get Magassa. I want to go out now and get Jonathan Rowe, because he can give us something different up front. He's got pace. And then I want to go out and get ourselves another midfielder at the very, very least. We need 3 players. What is going on, West Ham United? The board need to tell us, need to explain to us why they're not investing in this squad. You cannot tell me now that after this game and after the game against Sunderland last weekend that we've got enough in this squad to see ourselves safe in the Premier League, because we absolutely haven't. You know me, people. I try to be level-headed. I try to look for the positives. I try to sort of look at, some grassroots, and suggest that maybe we'll do this bit more, do that a bit more. Maybe we can improve, but we can't. Again, we didn't use our strengths. Diouf, yet again, what did we buy Diouf for if he's not going to be getting the ball quickly and being able to cross the ball to Füllkrug? What was the point? What was the point of that? We were 4-5-1 down, then we brought Kyle Walker-Peters on. Why? What was the point of bringing Kyle Walker-Peters on when you're already losing the game? Why not bring Marshall on? To at least have a bloody go. We weren't going to get back in it, but why not give him a shout? Why not give him a shout? Great that Freddie Potts got a game, but Freddie Potts coming on at 3-1 down. What's that going to do? I'm wondering what it is we're going to go out now. We're going to go out now after the defeat against Sunderland and after this defeat against Chelsea. We're going to go out now and get ourselves players. Are we going to get ourselves enough players? Because if we're only getting one player in, a midfielder, then we're doomed. We're doomed. I didn't expect any more than a defeat tonight. But what I wanted was a performance. Look, the performance in the first 10-15 minutes was great. And then we can, or whatever it was after we scored the goal. And then, we conceded a goal and we kind of still in it. But then at 3-1, it was game over. By half-time, it was game over. And then at 5-1, Chelsea took their foot off the pedal. And I think if you look at the stats, you'll see that we probably had more of the possession after we went 5-1 down than we did for the rest of the game. Chelsea are class. Chelsea are good. Chelsea have made up for not scoring any goals against Crystal Palace. But then that sets the barometer, doesn't it? Because Crystal Palace are better than us because they didn't allow Chelsea to score. We allowed Chelsea to score 5 goals. We've got Wolves next, and I dare say that Graham Potter will make a lot of changes in that game, and you'll probably see quite a lot of youngsters in that game Tuesday night. I won't be there. I'll be sunning myself in Turkey and trying not to ruin my holiday by looking at the scoreline. We are in. I know it's only 2 games in, but it's the nature of the performances. Last weekend against Sunderland, the first half we did all right, and then we collapsed in the second half. Today we went 1-0 up and we thought maybe we got a foothold here, and then we conceded a goal and then we collapsed thereafter. I didn't expect us to beat Chelsea tonight, but I expected us to put in a performance, and we didn't put in a performance. We're not capable. We're not capable of putting in a performance. We're not capable of being able to come out here and demonstrating that even if we lose against a team that can spend £250 million in the transfer window, at least demonstrate that we're sort of worthy of being in the Premier League. At this moment in time, we're not worthy of being in the Premier League. I'm so upset. I'm not upset at the result. A lot of fans predicted a big scoreline. I'm more upset at the way we caved in, the way and Potter didn't have any answers. And it's not just on Potter, it's on the board. The fans started singing after 3 or 4-1 or whatever, sack the board. What are they going to do now? They've got to go out. If I was David Sullivan, I would throw caution to the wind and go and get myself 4 players this week. 4 players, a defender, 2 midfielders and a striker is what I do. But we know that the board aren't going to do that. It's going to be damage limitations. They're going to go out and get maybe 1 or 2 players. Up until this game, I said 2 midfielders and we kind of do all right. Now I don't even believe that's enough. I don't even believe that's enough. I'm trying to look for a positive. There wasn't any. There was no positive. Hermansen was awful. Our defence was awful. Bain was not in the game. Paquetá, after scoring the goal, disappeared. Füllkrug is injured. Callum Wilson is just Callum Wilson. You get what you pay for. You reap what you sow. Callum Wilson is not worth the contract that he's been given, even if it is only £6,000 a week plus add-ons, you know, on appearances and all that.
Do you have to buy a mash, Gov?
Sorry, mate.
Do you have to buy a mash?
I haven't had my pie and mash.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
No?
I'm trying to do my podcast.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
All right, mate. Enjoy it. Bless you.
Cheers,
Good luck,
cheers,
mate.
cheers.
Good luck. If you ever do, give it a go.
Where is it? Over there?
Just there, sir.
I'll
Yeah,
go and
try
have a look.
pie and mash. You can
I'll
try
go and
it.
have a look. Thank you. I've been offered pie and mash. That might be the consolation for tonight.
Top man, Gov. Have a lovely evening.
The highlight of tonight, eating pie and mash. There you go. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what more to say than we are banging trouble. We need to go and get ourselves literally no more about getting two midfielders. We need a defender. We need someone to command that back line. We need two midfielders to give us pace and energy. We need a striker who knows where the fucking net is. Because Callum Wilson ain't the answer. Fulkrug is injured. We don't know how long for. And this West Ham United board need to pull their finger out, and they need to invest in this squad with only just over 8-9 days to go, 10 days to go before the transfer window shuts. If this board do not invest properly, we'll be fighting relegation.